from his prison cell, the most joyful letter. You can ask any scholar, all right, Bible scholar who knows their New Testament, and you can ask them, what's the most joyful letter of Paul? They will tell you Philippians. The word joy appears more than any other book that he wrote. And yet, where was he writing from? Prison. And he wrote this, rejoice in the Lord. And again, I say rejoice. Rejoice. You know why this happened to me? For the furtherance of your joy. Hey guys, rejoice. And then he wrote again, rejoice in the Lord.
Work, this traffic's so bad, I never get any good breaks. When you dwell on those thoughts, you may not realize it, but you're choosing to live discouraged. You're choosing to have a lousy day. The scripture says joy comes in the morning. Every morning, God sends you a fresh supply of joy. You can dismiss it, think that's not for me. I have too much coming against me. Or you can receive it and say things may not be perfect in my life, but I know God's on the throne. He's ordering my steps. His plans for me are for good. So I'm going to enjoy this day. This is what David did. He had all kinds of opposition, armies trying to stop him, people slandering him. But in the middle of all that, he said, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. His circumstances said he should be discouraged, afraid, lonely. If he was reporting on the situation, he would have said, this is the day the Lord has made, and I'm really discouraged.
Understand one thing. Getting older is a natural phenomenon. Let it happen, you cannot prevent it. Grow up. That is not natural. That needs your conscious effort to be silent, to be peaceful, to be joyful. Then getting older.
What is happiness? We can say happiness is this, that, but in terms of life, your life energies are happening in a more exuberant way than it normally happens. Depression means your life energies have become very low and state. Happiness means your life energies are exuberant. There are many ways of describing happiness, but only those who are happy know what it means to be happy. There is nobody who has not been happy. Everybody's been happy. But the problem is they're not able to maintain it, that's all, isn't it? Everybody's been happy. In the last 24 hours, how many moments of joy have you known? 1, 2, 3, how many? Maybe you can count on your fingers. Many people have nothing to count. When you were 5 years of age, a child, how many moments of joy did you know in 24 hours? Lots of them, isn't it? Somebody had to make you unhappy. Now somebody has to make you happy, isn't it? The whole equation has gotten reversed somehow.
Well, we do make choices, and what we do is contend with the future, you know, and the future seems to appear to us as a realm of possibility. That's a more accurate way of thinking about it than that the future presents itself to us as a realm of determined things. It presents itself as a realm of possibility, and there's good choices in that realm, and there's poor choices or even evil choices in that realm. And we're negotiating continually, deciding which of those choices we're going to bring into being. That seems to me to be phenomenologically indisputable, and we certainly treat each other as if that's what we're doing because we hold each other responsible for our actions, you know, with some exceptions, and that we're deciding each moment whether to make things better or worse. There's a profound anti-human ethos, I think, that pervades our culture, you know, that considers human beings cancers on the planet, something like that, you know, and that there should be less of us. It's the same spirit that motivated the guy who wrote the book about it better to have never been. And it's like, I don't see it that way, you know. I mean, I think people do pretty well for, you know, for having their leg caught in a bear trap and their head caught in a vice. They're actually doing pretty well because Life is really hard, and the fact that we're not absolutely brutal and murderous all the time is really something.